remember which side's up. So this is the up side. I'm gonna fold it in half, and I'm gonna put the color that is on the top of my machine out. And I'm gonna pull that up. And it's what happens now is I'm gonna just set that down. I'm gonna grab a nose piece. And this is like 12 gauge wire. And I'm gonna measure the nose piece. And I just have a piece of thin fabric, but you could do this with a measuring tape, you could do this with a string. I have a piece of fabric that I just have that was scrap, and what I do is I hold it. Can you see how I've got it, my thumb on the other side? So the nose piece down, I fold the piece of fabric. So this is the size of the nose piece folded. Here's the mask folded, and I set the piece of nose piece fabric on top of the mask. And then I grab my needle, and I only have one needle, and I only need one. I grab my needle, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see where it stops, and I'm gonna put my needle in, upside down. I'm gonna hold it with my finger, and hang that back up. I always lose that thing. So I keep that up on top. So I'm holding it with my finger, and so from this needle to this finger is the size of the nose piece. So I'm gonna put my finger where I have my and then I'm gonna put that down on the presser foot. And I'm gonna go forward, backward to the edge, forward about an inch or half inch, back. And I'm gonna try and get my needle down so that when I turn my thing, I am on this side of the pressure foot. And any mistakes you make, we can fix. We can always take things out, some stitches out. I'm gonna come forward. There's my needle. I'm gonna pull my needle out, and I'm gonna go past where the needle was. Maybe by about a quarter to a half inch. And I'm gonna go backwards, forwards, and that makes sure my stitching doesn't come out. I'm gonna pull it out. Now here's the tricky part, and my lighting's not great for this, is I'm gonna trim these threads. I'm gonna trim these threads. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Oops. There we go. And then on the back here, I'm going to make a little cut. So here's where the stitching ends. I'm gonna cut past the end of the stitching, just a little teeny tiny cut with sharp scissors. And as what that does is it's gonna give me a little hole to slide. And I'll just see if there's any other nose pieces that are different color that are the same length. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this nose piece in. Can you see that? I slid it in the hole, and I'm gonna slide it up through that piece. So now the nose piece is inside. I'm gonna slide it all the way down until it bumps into this end. And then I'm gonna feel where the edge is. There's the edge of the nose piece right there. I'm gonna set my needle down so it's not on top of that metal, but next to it. And I'm gonna go back and forth, and I'm gonna close that little pocket up. Okay, so next thing we do is we trim threads again. Try to get them all out. They're ready to be trimmed. Sometimes they get caught. And then we'll make one more video and I'll show you the beads.
So don't you just like use a small piece of something and slide them on?
Yeah, all right, so go ahead and pause the video or stop that one.